Hello everybody, it's Steve Katsikaris, Norland, Coboconk Community Watchdog, just down here on Shadow Lake Road number 3 today. And the reason why I'm doing this video today is because I'm just going to be showing how badly our roads have gotten here in town. And City Council, once again, is neglecting things. Still left all the stuff at the beach there. We still have a lot of debris on the beach. But I'm just going to focus in on the roads here. And if you get a flat tire here, I want people to know that you can actually sue the city in small claims court for this stuff. And I'm just going to show you the road here and how bad it's gotten. Yeah, you can see right here. Look at this. Okay? Now the road has gotten this bad, Mr. Emmett Yo and Mr. Letham. Alright? Anybody that drives over this and gets a flat tire, they can use this YouTube video to prove in court that you guys are neglecting to do things around town here. And it's not too far away from my last video that I put up probably about a year ago, where this guy's place is for sale here. He was out trying to smoothen out the road over here. So you can see this big area here is now missing pavement completely. And this is a main traffic area for the cottagers here in the Shadow Lake Road 3 area. And as you can see here, it's being neglected. There's other spots all throughout the road here too that need to be done. So I know you folks are paying about $5,000 a year to be on Shadow Lake. We see that the beach is being neglected. We can see the roads are being neglected. So where is all your tax money being spent? You want to know? Up on Trails End. Trails End Road, Norland, has basically got police operation going on up there and the use of children, okay? The cops and the government have bought these houses off the shady people that built them. And now they're placing kids there. Unbelievable. We just had the new family come up yesterday. And you know what they did? They got out of 4 vehicles. There's 4 vehicles, this family. It was pouring rain. And they basically went on the front lawn in front of my porch area and started making a lot of commotion, hoping that I'd come out and film them. No, well, they haven't done a crime yet, but they're definitely suspect. And that white SUV car, it was there yesterday. I didn't film it, because I don't think I really need to, but those were the people that were there, and let's just say they're playing the part too well. So getting back to our roads again, if the government's going to spend a few $100,000 or at least these cottages off of people so they can get your community watchdog and set me up on charges, alright, then obviously we don't have a responsible government, because they're not acting like a democracy, they're acting like a dictatorship there, and they're letting you drive over roads that have holes like this. And if you get a flat tire, they say too bad. Well, let's just say I know some case law in Toronto where someone actually sued the city for not taking care of the roads. Just got a car coming here now. So when you get a chance, send an email to Mr. Emmett Yo or Mr. Letham saying, I spent a lot of tax money here on Shadow Lake. I want the roads and the beach to be maintained. What you guys got going right now is just brutal. Brutal. All the corruption, bribery that's going on in our city council, we can see what's going on. It's a deterioration of our community. And next election, I think we need to change some people in city council, since some of them have been there for decades. And that's what happens when you keep voting for people over and over again. They think that they're immune and they can just do whatever they want. And you can see here now that no one is taking responsibility and fixing up these roads. And these roads have been getting bad now for the last 4 years or so. You see there's some more spots over here. You know, it needs to be repaved. They had poison ivy growing all over the roads here. They did manage to spray for that. And you know why? It's called noxious weeds. It's actually a bylaw. You can't have it on your property. But, you know, like, look at this. I don't even have to go far. And I can see another spot here. Starting to look old. Weared away, like all the concrete is gone. All right, so obviously the city is neglecting to do its job. I'm just showing some more footage here of the roadway and how bad it's gotten. It gets everywhere. It's not just one little section. It's going up around the corner there too. So there you have it. So maybe we'll get some complaints floating through here, since you people, every time you pay your taxes, You know, it hurts, you know, to cut out a check for $5,000 to the government and it just goes away and you don't see anything for it. And the other thing is, how come recycling is so screwed up in this community? We need to have cardboard and cans every week, not every other week. It's ridiculous. So, and especially if we're going to be up here in July and August, most of the cottagers are, they're going to have friends and family here, so they're going to be overflowed with all this garbage because there's more people staying at these cottages during those months. Alright, so it's just incredible. And the other thing too is, these lakes, since the government has acknowledged that the water quality has gone down, Lake Coboconk, for its first time in my life, is now closed. You can't swim, you can't even eat a fish out of there. And Lake Coboconk, that's just south of us, and it's on the same water system. So what does that tell you? Our water is their water. And I like to see tests done on our beaches every bloody day. Every day. You know why? Because I used to work at a swimming pool. We used to do pool readings every hour. When there's people in the water, you got to do it. And here we are, taking readings from a private company, the Shadow Lake Association, or private clubs, sorry. And the government's not taking any responsibility here. And after Walkerton, Ontario, E. coli, and that's what's in our water, E. coli, it's been admitted. Even your city council has passed the septic rehabilitation program, knowing that these things are leaking into the lakes, and the water's getting worse. So that's why I'm making this video here today, to raise awareness, to let people know that you do have power. Why? Because you're paying for it all. And here's city council having their secret meetings and not doing anything responsible in this community, it seems like, and then working with CKR Global and crooked cops and damaging people's property and taking people from this community down to Toronto and trying to trump up charges, which I did beat, by the way. And now they're after me again. Why? Because I'm watching out for you, the taxpayer. They don't like guys like me pointing out all these little things. And the other thing is, they got a baloney story on the internet saying that there's a guy walking around town with a pellet gun. There's nobody walking around town with a pellet gun. It's me walking around with a camera. So what these people are trying to do is, when the cops come out and shoot me one day, they're going to put a story saying I was walking around town with a pellet gun. And then the judge will say, well, the police officer was afraid for his life, so he had no choice but to shoot Mr. Katsikaris. How unfortunate. Yeah, so I'm accusing the OPP and the Durham Regional Police of trying to murder me, and now you're using kids. You're using kids to come up the trail's end to try to cry wolf and get me charged on something. Now look at this. Since we're on the topic here, look how brutal this is. This is August 21st, 2017. The beach still looks like Dunkirk here with the Allies leaving all their stuff all over the beach. And look at this one over here, right in the swimming area. This is ridiculous. You can't have this stuff lying around on public land like this. These things got nails and stuff sticking in them. Some kid gets hurt on it. Hello, lawsuit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This stuff has been here since like the end of May. And now here we are at the end of summer. And here, City Council still will not do anything about it. It's all over the place. And you even got a log over here now. And it's just drifting back onto the beach area. And there was people down here the other day swimming. And you know what? I wasn't down here filming the people. No, I don't go around filming people just because I want to film people. I go around filming people that are involved in criminal activity. Such as that guy that was up there on 5.5 Trails End, who's now moved to Norland, or sorry, to Whitby, Ontario, and he wants to be my neighbor down there now. That's 100 miles from here. And I can't get the police report, and this guy is calling the cops because he's vandalizing my property, and when the police show up, they take his side and accuse me of being a pedophile and won't give me the police report, won't give me the police report number even, tell me I have to go to Freedom from Information, and then I call Children's Aid Society to start an investigation, and they won't even do it. In fact, they won't even respond to my emails. So I'm definitely gathering up more evidence now to prove that government is involved in some serious criminal activity in the city of Kawartha Lakes. And we got to do something about it. Best thing to do, get these people out of office and vote for people like me that are actually going to do something for this community and make sure that your tax money is used for you. not for Emmett Yo's buddies, not for Mr. Andy Letham, who wants more dough. And I'm accusing him of having these cops up on my hill last summer trying to murder me, and it happened on his watch, Mr. Letham. And I also have an email where I sent you an email right after the election congratulating you, saying I have information about corruption in government, and you won't even respond to me. So that makes you an accessory now to conspiracy to commit murder. If I can't even get the reports of all this, and I went to court as my own lawyer and defeated the best Crown attorney in all the city of Toronto. So you're using your best guns on me. Your SWAT teams, your K-9 unit, your helicopters, your Marine unit, your #1 prosecutor in Toronto, and you got to take me to Toronto from Norland to Toronto to do your dirty work. Alright? People in this community aren't stupid. They can see that the police state is now here. They're sick and tired of it. They want the Constitution of Canada to be restored. They want to say fuck off to Bill C-51, S-7, and M-103. Sorry folks, I had to swear on that one because that's how strongly I feel about it. Fuck off, S-7, Bill C-51, M-103, and also that cocksucker, Justin Trudeau, who's nothing more than a traitor, cutting out $10 million checks to friggin' terrorists who actually killed somebody and did a terrorist attack when they were already living in Canada, free as a bird, and then they decide to go to Afghanistan